Otherwise, you can be immediately punished.
Karpov is manoeuvring in Karpovian style. His knights are hopping around. The c3 knight hops into d5. What an outpost.
Here I made a mistake. I took on d5. I should take here. And if he takes here, I have a good counterplay. If he takes with the bishop...
You mean if he takes with the
Yes,
pawn, then bishop g4 attacking the rook with counterplay?
If he takes here, then I took on d5. He cannot take with the bishop because queen c7 and knight is
It's
problem.
not in...
Yes, he should take with the knight.
Yes.
And then b5. And the position in the game, which he refused to play, Karpov.
This is the position because he took with the pawn.
Yes. And
Later on.
This is a good position for black. Because this knight is not very solid.
And then you're going to have to push in the center later.
If yes, but or I have an attack. I mean, he doesn't have the control, the open F line, and black is okay. Here black is okay, and I took here with the bishop immediately in the position. He took with the knight. I took here on e4, and he took with the pawn. And now after b5, I don't have the same effect because the knight is very strong.
But what is your assessment at that point?
White is slightly better.
Ever since Kasparov's mistake on move 22, the challenger has been increasing his advantage. What does the world champion think about his position after he plays 28, queen to d8?
Queen d8, yes, I have to activate my queen. It's the problem I cannot attack him here. I don't have enough pieces.
And you think white is still better here?
Definitely. It's the problem, another problem that this is, all endgames are very bad for black. Any change of piece gives good advantage here because this pawn is very weak and, you know, as it happened. He had to take here, he had to give out the bishop. He takes d4, queen e2. And I realized that it's not easy for black. And I think I made a mistake here, queen h4.
This is a mistake.
Queen g5 was much stronger. Because now if he tried to change the line, then I take here, and queen coming on d2, key square. Or I can threaten queen g3. After queen h1, he played rook f1, and if now I take here, queen g3, knight b4, I didn't see how to equalize the position. It's worse for black. Because, you know, the same problem. All endgames are bad. And the problem, I found the best chance. I tried to keep the rooks. Because with rooks, the pawn are not so dangerous. I mean, until I have rooks, I have some counterplay, and his king is with trouble. He played rook f4, queen g5, a3, bishop h5. Endgames are very dangerous because I'm losing this pawn. I play h5, and he made very strong move. Maybe it's a blunder, but he made a very strong move.
Maybe he didn't...
Maybe he didn't understand it as a very strong move. Actually, everybody asked me why not knight takes e4. And this is very interesting because he takes here, king b1, rook takes e4, queen takes e4, unbelievable. And maybe this game was lost for black. I decided I couldn't go to this game in the
because we can explain.
Because
if g5, for
then
instance,
it's maybe b4 or bishop d3. He's winning the pawn and it's coming.
And just trying to queen.
Yeah, yes, but how? I mean, this bishop doesn't work. There's an extra piece.
There is a good bishop
and
against
bad bishop,
a bad bishop.
and two passing pawns.
So
almost lost. And after b4, for instance, he could play a4, you know. And
yes.
And that's why I decided to take my chance in this position. I decided to take my chance. I played b4, which was probably the best chance. A takes b4, check, and knight b3. At least, you know, in the time trouble is always chance. He repeated the position. And here he played queen f2. Bishop d8, queen d8, rook f7, and I made the best move here, queen e8. And he sealed the move, Karpov.
Karpov seals his move. Kasparov leaves the board. So how do the players feel about the position?
don't know. I mean, I did maybe well, but we have to analyze. Very complicated, very complicated. Thank you.
I could already win the game.
Which move?
39 or 40 is move.
The adjourned game is played the next day. The chief arbiter plays Karpov's sealed move. Pawn to b5. Kasparov gives us his opinion about this.
I have to admit he's still the best move, b5, because after knight e7 or rook takes e7 is a draw. Trust me, we analyzed it, it's a draw. b5, and now it's everything is by force. Queen takes d4. We have to go queen e5 because king h6, bishop c4, completely lost position. Have to go queen e5, and this is an endgame. I think it's a dangerous endgame.
The game is still very complicated. Karpov plays 47, knight to e3. And the world champion counters with rook e1.
This position shows how bad we are, I mean, in chess, all human beings. Because it's just, you know, not so many pieces. And after 10 hours of analyzing our team and 10 hours Karpov's team, we still didn't know the conclusion.
So when you came over the board,
I didn't know the
both
conclusion.
Karpov and you
Didn't know the conclusion.
didn't know what was going to happen exactly.
And I still don't know exactly.
This is a decisive moment of the game. Karpov could have created more problems for his opponent by playing king c4 on move 55, rather than king c3 as he played in the game.
A decisive mistake, king c3. After this move was draw. King c4 was the only chance. I analyzed a lot the position. Think white is winning, but it's so complicated.
You think white is winning here?
I didn't have enough time, but I think maybe white is winning. But it's not obvious yet. After king c3 is draw, definitely.
If I would play king c4 instead of king c3, Kasparov should find the only way to make draw, which he didn't see. It was clear during the adjournment when we analyzed. He didn't see this, but probably he could find this. So
The world champion had come very close to defeat, but Karpov did not seize the opportunity. Karpov continued for 30 moves in an equal position. But finally, he had to agree a draw. So the score is 11.5 to 9.5. Kasparov needs just a half a point to retain the title. Let's chat to him after the game.
Now Saturday.
We'll see. I mean, I have a good position now. Very good position.
The 22nd game of the match starts on December the 26th, 1990. On this day, Kasparov gained the half point that he needed to retain the title until 1993. Again, e4. Yet again, Karpov turns up a few minutes late. The players opt for the Spanish opening. On move 19, the champion plays knight to e4. Karpov replies almost instantly, bishop f7. Was the world champion optimistic about the position?
Probably I have to find something else instead of 94 because here it's not very pleasant for white. He's pushing a pawn and knight. Problem the position, my rook cannot come on g3, you know, without wasting time. This position, I had a choice when I thought. One is a very aggressive move, g4, just to attack. It's not very good, I mean, for this game. Another one to play more positionally. Black has some initiative.
Karpov is really